Welcome back, everybody, to the show Becoming New Earth. And more than ever, we are being really challenged with becoming New Earth beings, New Earth light beings, the light that we truly are. And it's important to really open up to this opportunity, really open up to everything that is happening right now in this world and in your personal world. And that is assisting you in seeing more of what is not you, what is not your light, so that you can resolve it and dissolve it and bring back more of your light inside. So in today's episode, I was glad to go through and pick a code from my little code book. Codes for Ascension book, and the first one that kind of popped out at me is the code word move. There's a lot of movement needed to be done in order to become New Earth light beings, in order to become our light, in order to become the energy that we are. And so if you really feel into this, at the core of everything, energy exists. Let me say that again. The core root of everything is energy. It's just pure energy. It's neutral. And as energy, it's always moving and it's always vibrating. Why? Because this is what energy is, and this is what energy does all the time. Energy is always moving, energy is always vibrating. Everything has a vibrational frequency to it. Energy is never stagnant because it's not. It just is not. It's just not. There really isn't another way to explain it in more simpler terms. It's just part of like cosmic law. Energy is always moving, and it will always move no matter what, whether we see it as such or not, right? And so as energy beings, we are always moving. Anything that is heavy, that is distorted or discordant, it prevents movement. It blocks movement. It hinders this natural organic flow that exists within us. And so being stuck and stagnant and all of these different things that we've allowed ourselves to become, whether we lead sedentary lives or we don't move as much as we used to, all create this really heavy imbalance, not just in our bodies, but in our whole realities. And so this is moving, shifting from the heavy, stuck stagnation that we have created in our 3D realities, and return to our natural organic flow. And so movement has so many different aspects to it. I think there's like 2 or 3 chapters in which I talk in the book that talk about energy, talk about movement, and how there's so many different aspects to this. There's physical movement, there's energetic movement, there is emotional movement, there is mental movement, there is every kind of movement that probably exists. And when we think about movement, there is so many things that are going to be needed, that you're going to be guided to do and guided to engage in order to move more, in order to move the energy out of your physical body. And so a lot of what I'm kind of being shown right now is the movement that the energetic movement that you can do through singing, through speaking, through expressing, even if it's through words, is massively powerful and very therapeutic, right? Very healing, very holing. It's a practice where you can become more whole. And it's simple and it's easy. We just have to continuously commit ourselves to it and continuously listen to our bodies so that we know when it's best to engage in this kind of movement. The other movement is, physical movement. Physically go and take a walk or take a swim or take a run or whatever your body is guiding you to do is another physical form of movement that your body may need in order to clear, cleanse, release any stagnation. We can go further into that as far as the physical relocation. Okay, we can start with physically relocating and reorganizing, moving our physical environment, our furniture, right, our things, moving things out that no longer resonate, that no longer align with who we are. We start purging a lot of physical things. We start letting go of a lot of our old clothes or old material objects. This is part of moving energy out of your physical reality, moving things out that no longer resonate, that no longer hold the energy that you need. Everything that you're still emotionally attached that may need to just be completely removed out of your reality is going to be a huge part of this process. And then we can move into the physical relocation. This is where a lot of us are, even right now, and this will continue, that we're being guided to go to different places, go to different nature sites, sacred sites. We're also, a lot of us are being guided to move, relocate, physically relocate to other parts of cities or another states, other countries, as it happened for me. And this is all part of the moving, the movement, the returning back to becoming pure energy and going with the flow of things, moving. Because at a deep core level, we're always moving. Always, always, always. Even when we're sitting down, even when we're laying down, even when we're asleep, our bodies, our energy bodies are still in movement. They're still in motion. And so allowing yourself to continuously tune into that and allow your soul, your light body to guide you through the different forms of movement needed in that moment for you to continuously shift, for you to continuously realign at a cellular level, everything that needs to be realigned. Make more space, make more room. A lot of the times the movement that we're being guided to do is because it will support the expansion of our soul, the expansion of our consciousness. It will allow more room for more things to come into our world, into our physical reality that will support us financially, emotionally, energetically, and all of our, all of these different aspects of our lives. There's so many, and we need to continuously open ourselves up, create that opening, that portal, that expansion, so that we can allow more light, more beauty, more magic, more love, more support, more realizations, more partnerships, everything that supports you at a soul level, everything that supports your soul purpose and your galactic mission. Everything needs an opening to come through. And so as you allow yourself to move, to go with the flow of things, and recognize when you're still in resistance, recognize when you're still kind of pushing and pulling and thinking and overthinking and overanalyzing, and all of these things that come with the ego linear mind that may still, that your ego aspects are function from the mind, from the linear mind. And our linear mind is fearful of fear change. It fears change, it fears movement, it fears the unknown, it fears essentially it fears everything that it perceives to be outside of itself. And that's why living in separation is living from the ego consciousness, the separation consciousness. And allow yourself to open up to it, allow yourself to recognize when fear comes up, when resistance comes up. Allow it, allow yourself to be with it, allow yourself to feel it, be with it, so that it no longer controls and rules and manipulates your world and your reality. And so open up more and more and more, and ask yourself, ask your body, how am I being guided to move? What's highest aligned, highest soul in align? What are the highest soul aligned movements for me to engage in today, in this moment, right now, that will support me? Literally, one day you may just be completely drained and exhausted, and you may need to be in bed all day. That's movement. You're allowing your energy bodies to move without you being conscious, without you interfering in the process. So even sleeping and resting and relaxing is a huge part of the process that will allow you to move more and move. It will allow your higher self to move things for you without your conscious mind being in the way, or your consciousness, getting in the fear of what is this, and how is this going to all work out. That's why sleeping is huge, and that is part of movement. And so it doesn't matter what your body's guiding you to do, it doesn't matter what your higher self is guiding you to do. Listen and just trust and open up and go with the flow of it all, because everything is really truly supporting you in this moment. So before I run out of light, I'm going to complete this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for receiving and absorbing. Just open up and just receive these codes more and more and more. If you'd like to receive more support from me, all the links are below. And until next time, take care.